So, guys, welcome to the Tris Effect. We are here with Destiny again. I'm sure you recognize her familiar face. Guess what? It's her motherfucking birthday.
Yeah.
How old are you turning?
I am 27 now.
Oh my god, I'm fucking old as fuck.
It's like you just round it up and you're just 30.
You're 30.
Which 30 actually
Oh.
is going to be my golden year.
I was literally about to say, actually.
And I just have always had this feeling like my 30s are going to be like my peak.
So I was going to say, I work with a lot of older women at my work, and they all say that their 30s was the best years of their life.
That's what I hear, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Aging is scary kind of in general just because it's like...
Yeah.
But...
I can imagine why 30s would be like a good time in your life. I feel like in your 30s you will most likely probably end up buying a house. You will kind of figure out like your path, like really genuinely, like, you know, like, I don't know, you kind of stop like questioning things. You're kind of more like, okay, this is what's you know,
I'm just gonna live and let life.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like that's probably why it's valid. And because, yeah, you're happy. Like, you have your family, you have your life together, and it's
your
kind of
frontal
just
lobe is developed. Mm-hmm. And you, like, know what you like, you know what you don't like. You don't have to, like, you're out of that, like, weird stage of being young and, like, trying to tend to what you think other people will like, as far as, like, let me, just match the energy. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You love me, you don't. If you love me, I love you.
Yeah. Right? Exactly.
I'm
it's
an acquired
that simple.
taste, but I feel like I love, but I just don't like disrespect.
And on that note, yeah, I completely agree. So, guys, now that we have let y'all know that we are here for Destiny's birthday, if you haven't noticed already, my backgrounds are usually not the best, but we do have this really cute pool in the back. We've got our karaoke in the back. We've got a fire that was lit that is now going out. Don't worry, we're not going to burn down. We're aware of the smoke. But yeah, it's been a really fun weekend. We've had our family here. We've got babies galore. This woman pops them out like no other. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
I have a breeding season.
Yeah, a quick little breeding season.
I go into heat.
Anyways, guys, you are in for a treat. We've got some dirty, weird stories. We've got some infidelity going on. I will try to give trigger warnings if I remember. I usually don't, so bear with me. But yeah, this one should be a kicker. This go round, Destiny, I think I have tuned her a bit. I kind of know what she will give good takes to. So yeah, let's jump in. So the one I just saw was coming.
This I had to get it
I'm
out.
putting that shit in. The one I just saw was r/am I overreacting? It was posted 16 hours ago, and it was, am I overreacting? She shit with me in the shower.
Overreacting to what?
What?
Like, you had to agree to something.
She shit with me in the shower, especially because it's like, you don't just shit like, I mean, did it like
who shits
nah
shit with me? So yeah, my girlfriend. Am I overreact? So maybe he's just looking for validation.
I don't know, but it would definitely. But I have to read this one because what happened? What happened?
Okay.
So, hello, long-time lurker, first-time poster. Throwaway because I don't want this affiliated with my main. I, female, 22, my age. Have been dating this girl, female, 21, for about 3 months, and it's been great. The only red flag I've seen before this was that she was a bit messy, leaving things without putting them away, including trash. Anyways, yesterday when we went to karaoke club, love it. We got a karaoke session we've been doing over there.
Been jamming.
Anyways, when I went to a karaoke club, got super wasted, and she spilled her drink all over us. No big deal. We went to my apartment. We were in the shower, nothing sexy or anything. We were too drunk for that. But I remember looking down, and there was a streak on the bottom of the shower. And I asked her what it was. I shit you not. When I read I shit, that's why I laughed, because I was like, no pun intended. Okay, sorry. Fuck. I shit you not. She said, oopsies, I did a poopsie.
Right away.
Oopsie, I did a poopsie. And pushed a ball of shit into the drain with her toe.
What, did she stomp that shit out into the
No, she scraped it off with her toe. I didn't know what to say. I kind of just stood there. This chick really just pooped. I told myself that she was drunk and we could talk about it today. Fast forward to this morning. We woke up. I could not get what I saw yesterday out of my head. And so I try to keep it light and laugh about the pooping. Maybe try to get it into the toilet in the future. And she goes on.
Like he's training a fucking puppy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, guys, we'll do better next time.
You got this, Papa. And she goes on to explain that she just feels comfortable with me and doesn't want to hide who she is anymore. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
So my first question, she's had to have done this before. This is not her first rodeo, I'm sure. So who did she do this to where I'm sure it was okay for her to feel valid enough to try it again and see if this person's okay with it? I want to meet this lady. I just want to ask questions.
No, yeah. This is one of those things where it's like, ask me anything. Da 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 da. Anyway, so she then goes on to say, I asked if she poops in the shower all the time. She does. I asked if she could refrain from doing so in my shower, and she agreed. Da da da. I just feel like I can't move past this and look at her the same and kind of want to break up with her. Am I overreacting?
No. You just watched your girl. First of all, the title had me a little confused because it was like you could possibly imply they did it together, and then you read it and this was just left field shit. They're just showering and then he sees a streak. So
two females.
Oh, it's two females. Oh,
I believe so. Yeah, two females.
Oh, girl, where's your mother? Who told you that this was a thing?
Yeah.
You don't put shit down the shower drain.
Dude, even
what the fuck?
Even when you're cleaning up your puppy's accidents or your cat's accidents, you don't go
would never
dump that shit in the in the bathtub and then try to rinse it down the drain. Who the fuck does that?
I would never even clean a litter box in a bathtub.
Exactly.
I'd take it outside and
yes,
hose it down with some stuff, soap and whatnot. But
yeah, not gonna lie, I used to have to do that when I lived in an apartment. It sucked, but granted, I clean my bathtubs on a good occasion in general, but anyway, it sucked. It's nasty, but
you have to do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. With that being said, would I do it if I didn't have? Would I have done it if I didn't have to? No. This bitch does not need to be shitting in the shower.
Yeah, because baby, there's a whole bowl for your ass. Like, there's a... I just really, like, have questions for her. Like...
Why?
Like, why? When did you do it for the first time? And who validated you, even in the slightest, for you to think that this is, like, an okay, reoccurring thing? Like, that's absolutely...
The top comment
shit
is...
in the shower.
Nope. She's just a nasty, disgusting person. I don't care how comfortable people are with each other. Pooping in the shower is gross, and that should never, ever happen. And that she is so cavalier about it. Just too much. You can never unsee that. Next person says, right? This is just completely unacceptable. What else has she been keeping under wraps from OP? Original poster. That's a serious hygiene/sanitary issue that can't be overlooked. Even if the girlfriend washed her feet and bleached the shower and her feet afterwards, it still wouldn't make it okay. Not to mention that OP said she's not good about picking up after herself, including trash.
She's a dirty bitch.
Chances are she's not bleaching her shower every time she poops in there. I just can't wrap my head around this. Not overreacting. That it's common. Full disclosure, OP, I have a foot fetish and want you to suck on my toes. But don't worry, I just took a shower.
Bro,
run, OP,
them
run.
shooting their shot in a Reddit comment is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I know your girl shitting in the shower, but, like, I like to suck toes, so... Which you wouldn't get into.
So what's up?
That's crazy. That's so funny, actually. I fear that would probably work on me.
Oh my God.
Like, you know, you make me laugh like that. Like, that's so
Yeah.
unhinged. That's so funny.
It's unhinged.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Anyway, so that one was just a silly, goofy one. I had to read that one because...
That's the SS shit in the shower.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, what are we talking about here? What's going on? I need to know.
What's the gossip? What's hot these days?
Okay, so this next one, feeding off of that nasty story we just read, I'm going to jump into r/confessions. Keep in mind, again, I have not read these stories, just the titles, and it was 6 days ago. It says, smooched the wrong cooch and experienced true horror. So
I like the title.
Yeah, me too.
His worded so good.
OP seems like a funny character. I want to be his friend.
No, yeah, smooch. Like, I'm not in trouble or anything. I just smooched the wrong cooch.
Yeah. So, and this is a short story. It says, I'm a very open, vulgar person. I could tell.
It's obvious.
I love making my friends laugh with my various sexual exploits, especially the ones that make me look like an idiot. However, I have never told anybody this. He's embarrassed. I was in a situation with this girl from Donegale. Dongle? Donegal.
Why do I feel like that's like some
A place.
dating?
Oh,
Oh,
it sounds like a
dongle?
place to me.
Oh, I'm thinking of like DMT music.
Ooh, but Dongle might be a dating app. I don't know.
No, yeah, it
Dongle-
sounds like some kind of like app.
Yeah, whatever. She was an absolute freak. Loves everything and anything you can imagine except P and the V. Some religious bollocks. I literally fucked this girl in the arse, elbow, knee, mouth, feet. Just no P and the V.
I love this story so much.
Anyways, we went home for the summer, and on one day when I came back in second year, we bumped into each other. A few drinks, quick catch up, and before you know it, we're back at mine. I'm going down on her and slightly confused. I could normally make her come within a few minutes with oral, but I'm doing all my usual stuff, and she's barely reacting.
Doing the little flick and twist.
Next thing, humiliations of all humiliations, she says, It's fine. Just fuck me. I felt like an awful failure, but when I pulled my head back, I realized I wasn't licking her clit. I was licking a genital wart.
She's got HPV. No diss.
I don't know how I never got anything myself, but it has always haunted me.
No. I feel like...
Pause. It is a fucking diss. And why? This is why. This is what makes it a diss. Is
because she didn't disclose this information.
Don't, what the fuck are you talking about right now? Like, disclose that information. And if you're scared or insecure or whatever the case may be, like, I know it fucking sucks and I am sorry. But at the end of the day, like, you can't be that selfish.
First of all, if I had a genital wart, I'm hiding my vagina from the world. I am not.
I don't want someone to see me in an outbreak.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, okay, like for instance, I get cold sores. Am I about to go down on my man when I have a cold sore? Or am I? You know what I mean? Like, no, and nor do I even I even hate going in public really, kind of with a cold sore. Like, it fucking sucks.
I get them sometimes whenever I get sick too. So like, I understand your struggle, but I've literally, and I think that we've talked about this, like. It's been since like childhood, so it's not herpes. But again, okay,
well, I mean, it is technically,
yes,
but yeah, it's not. We didn't contract it from
via sexual.
Yes,
yeah. But again, there's just like common, like just you don't
common
just,
courtesy.
Like, don't just go like spreading. Like, just wait until you clear up.
Blatant disrespect. This is so disrespectful on so many different levels. Like, I can't even grasp the concept.
How big was this wart that you thought it was a clit? Like, girl, like, go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Go to a doctor, first of all, before you're out here worrying about you getting your cooch smooched.
Top comment. I miss the person I was before reading this. Coming down from that. It's 11 p.m. right now. I think I need to reflect on why the hell I opened this app and go to sleep.
Valid, because I feel like you don't open Reddit unless you're just like trying to be like getting yourself excited. Like, not excited, but like, damn, there's so much like fucked shit going on right now. It's so messy.
Yes. Oh my god. So I just wanted to go over that one just because the story seemed like the title was like
Smooch the wrong cooch. He really worded that nice, actually.
It's definitely an attention grabber. Smooch the wrong cooch and experience true horror. So, on a serious note for this one, we're just running through these fucking stories. On a serious note for this one, so you have an option here. You're going to have either one, r/marriage advice, and the title is, I found a disturbing letter on my wife's computer written to someone else.
Oh, okay.
Or, and then it's like, how do you know it's written for someone else? But we'll get into that if you pick that story. Mm-hmm. Or this one isn't infidelity, but it says, ooh, this is r/what do I do? So they're asking for advice on what to do. And, obviously. And it says, I, female 30, anonymously reported my sister, female 35, to social services, and she's blowing up on innocent family members now. Do I say it was me?
That's juicy. Fuck. There's both. I want. Fuck. I want to know both.
You gotta pick, buddy. The audience is waiting.
I guess. Let's go with the caseworker, bitch.
All right. Nice choice, because I kind of wanted that one too.
I'm intrigued.
Damn, what's crazy is it only has, like, it didn't reach that many people. There's only 18 upvotes and then 52 comments.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So
Well, if you see this girl,
if you see this,
we're going to give you the advice you're looking for.
so just to go back off the top, r/what do I do 7 days ago. And it is I, female 30, anonymously reported my sister, female 35, to social services, and she's blowing up on innocent family members now. Do I say it was me? The story goes, I live in a different state, but I visit my family a few times a year. Every time I go back, I notice my nephew Jeff, 10, Laura's son, seems worse. His mental health is clearly declining, and it's painful to see. He's had issues with aggression and acting out in school, and he's told me that other kids bully him. When I spend time with him, I see a sweet, loving kid who lights up around me, but he's completely shuts down when I try to help with homework. He told me he's scared of getting the answers wrong, and once said he was too stupid to even try harder tasks. His mom, Laura, my sister, 35, talks to him in a way that's really upsetting to watch. She snaps at him constantly over nothing. It's like she uses him as an emotional punching bag when she's overwhelmed. Laura also has a toddler with development delays. He barely speaks, even though he's 5. The whole family is focused on helping him progress, which I understand, but Jeff ends up getting ignored. He's told to help with the baby or stay out of the way and left on his own. I invite him over where we sit and Laura tells him to leave. Not as nice. They're all living with our dad. He used to be aggressive. He isn't anymore, but he's still intense and harsh if he's not in a good mood. My other sister, Jenny, 40, lives an hour from Laura. I live in a different country. Whenever she or I are visiting, we try to take Jeff out or spend time with him. We both noticed something was wrong. Jeff has started saying some disturbing things, like inappropriate sexual comments or hateful stuff about certain groups of people. He also draws violent, scary images. So then one day he wrote on a school assignment that he wanted to delete, using direct language and a clear intention. Laura told Jenny, who then told me. Laura brushed it off. Okay, Laura's the mom, just in case you're getting confused here.
Okay.
The, sister mom. Laura brushed it off. She's been saying for 2 years that she needed therapy and Jeff tutoring, but nothing ever actually happens. At the same time, Jenny, which is the other sister, is going through a rough divorce. I've been trying to support her and help her keep her head on straight because she's doubting herself constantly. But when I couldn't ignore what I was seeing with Jeff, it felt serious. I didn't talk to anyone about it. I just called social services myself. I know I should have told Jenny first, and I later apologized for this, but I panicked in the moment. I couldn't shake the feeling that if something happened and I did nothing. We were failed by adults when we were kids, and will I now be this adult that turns the blind eye too? But after the report, things blew up. The social worker shared way too much information, and it became obvious someone from the family had reported it. Jenny and her ex-husband got dragged into it. Jenny's already overwhelmed, and now she's dealing with Laura's spiteful behavior. To make it worse, Jenny's 17-year-old son spends 2 days a week at our dad's house, same place where Laura is staying, because he's doing an internship nearby. After the report, Laura went off on him. She screamed at him, blamed him and his dad for everything, and refused to help him with anything she previously helped. Now, Laura's made it clear that anyone connected to Jenny isn't welcome. A month later, she exploded again, this time yelling at both Jenny and her teenage son. She keeps demanding proof of who reported her and harassing Jenny to the point where Jenny cried and she said she doesn't even want to go to Dad's house anymore. And Jeff, he blames himself for all of this. Laura moves out to their newly built house later this year. And there's another layer. Jenny's divorce is ugly. She moved to the basement where she runs a business just to get space from her ex. Then Laura found a recording device in the hallway with her husband's voice on it. Laura is now suing the husband separately to the divorce and filed a report to social services. So when Laura was reported, she assumed it was the ex overhearing things again and getting revenge. Let's stop and like talk about that later. Jenny's divorce was ugly. That's not the mom, but the other sister. She moved to the basement where she runs a business just to get space from her ex. Then Laura, the mom, found a recording device in the hallway with husband's voice on it. Laura is now suing the husband separately to the divorce and filed a report to social services. So when Laura was reported, she assumed it was the ex overhearing things again and getting revenge. So I'm assuming, okay.
She thought he's eavesdropping.
Yes. Okay. Did you want to add
The story
something?
is just so fucked.
Yeah. So now the whole situation is toxic and tense. Jenny feels that she can't be around Laura. Jeff is still struggling, and Laura isn't taking real steps to help him. Everyone's either walking on eggshells or burning out from the drama. I'm living a life away from all of this, and I offer Jenny to come clean, and she wants me to. But having seen how she loses it, I don't know if this is going to do anything. I need some perspective. The main objective is to help Jeff and stop the lashing out on Jenny and her son, really. How do I navigate this? Edit. This is taking place outside the U.S. I wrote state because I wanted to keep it more anonymous and explain distance. I need to take a 3-hour flight to see them. The justice system doesn't work as well here. Despite progression, things get swept under the rug.
Fuck.
Let's start with... Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go, sorry.
I was going to say, let's start with... oh my God, I lost my train of thought. But I guess I wanted to start with, like, do you think that she should say that she's the one that called them? Like, let's answer the initial question.
I do think that yes, because if you are so concerned about your nephews, and it's obviously already gotten out, right? Mm-hmm. To the point where the mom is lashing out on another sister who has enough going on, and she's taking the wrath of it. And which I'm also curious why this Laura hasn't popped off on her, like accusing her too. But
I'm assuming that the distance, like she would think like, oh, like she doesn't
she's not
even
around
know.
him much.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think that also being a factor helped as far as the kids' sake, because it's kind of easier for like an outsider to pick up on things that, like, you know, Laura might just like try to brush under the rug because it seems like that's like something she does. Her children's behavior is very concerning, and I don't know why, but I kind of question their father because he's mentioned a bit as far as like if I'm the story, I try to like remember every detail, but Laura's kids are in close quarters with her dad.
Yes.
So as far as like the sexual stuff that he's 10, so like he can't say or do or be curious about things that he hasn't been introduced to naturally. I mean, like, obviously he's about to go through puberty. He might be curious about like the anatomy of the human body and whatnot. I get that, but like she kind of implied that it's weird suggestive or graphic suggestive stuff to where it's like alarming. It's not like normal 10-year-old boy stuff. So her dad being mentioned did kind of like just like raise my eyebrows a little bit. I'm not accusing him, but I don't know. There's just so many like
Different layers
that are like, I don't think that she's in the wrong for calling child services because she wouldn't have called. It's her sister. Those are her nephews. She would not have called if she truly did not feel like it was needed. And I will say that I can speak from personal experience. There was people in my family who had to speak up on our behalf when we were kids, and CBS did get involved for a bit, and it was a thing. It was not great, but luckily we did have family that was looking out for us, but we were miserable in the situation we were in, but it was one of those things, we were so young, like, we don't want to be, like, away from our mom and dad because everybody that's trying to take us apart is a bad person via, like, what we were being fed. But in reality, we knew, like, okay, this is not... We know they're not doing the right thing, and something needed to change, and there were people who, against, like, majority... Because a lot of other people were just willing to brush it under the rug, but there were some that were like, no, like, you know, and I will forever be thankful. So I guess I have, like, personal bias, but I'm on the sister's side that reported it.
I don't know. For me, I had to speak with a child services person, like representative, I guess, when I was younger, I'm almost 100% sure who called. And it wasn't someone in our family, it was a neighbor. And it was just based off of, I guess me and my dad, like, got in an argument or whatever in the car. And when we get home, he gets out the car and he walks over to, like, my side of the car, like, swings the door open, grabs me, and, like, throws me out. And I, like, literally was thrown out of the car. And as, like, aggressive and, like, scary and crazy as it, like, may have seemed, I don't know. It's hard because
it's kind of, like, fucked because, like, when you're saying it out loud, it sounds fucked, but, like, you knew he wasn't actually gonna hurt.
Yeah, like,
you.
I wasn't actually in danger or scared necessarily. Like, yes, he was
it's
very
not great,
mad,
but yeah,
and no, he shouldn't respond like that. But at the same time, did I ever fear that, like, my actual safety? No, I just knew, like, okay, I was acting a certain way. This is, like, you know, this is, like, I don't want to say even the consequences necessarily, but it's like, you know, you act fucking stupid.
I'm
like,
kind of acting crazy, so
yeah,
so he's matching went crazy right now.
Yeah. There's two sides of the puzzle.
To just go.
And so it's hard. And the thing is like, I would never blame those people for calling, right? Because thank you. Like, from an outside perspective, that did look crazy. And though I knew it wasn't crazy, it did look crazy. And so thank you to them for calling them in the first place, because
it could have been
a situation where it was like that is what it was. And
it's
so
always better to be safe than sorry.
And that's what I was gonna say. And for this mom, like, I understand she feels hurt or maybe even betrayed by her a family member that would call. But it's like, you should be more worried and, like, prioritizing the fact
what made them call,
and, like, revalidate yourself. If you genuinely feel that you are doing everything right, or, like, by the book, or, like, you don't believe that you should have got a call like this, figure out, like, what it was that like,
push somebody that is obviously close to you to the point of contacting literally, like, government issued people to, like, check on your children. So damn, that story was
the top I hate that I keep freaking yawning, but damn, like, we've had a long day. And the crazy thing is, we're gonna get, like, out of this, and I'm gonna be like, all right, let's get on the hot
party.
tub. Yeah. But anyways, the top comment on that one was, own it. If you were confident that it was the right decision to call, then you should be able to defend the decision, not let someone else who didn't make the decision take all the heat meant for you.
I agree, because This poor Jenny girl's going through a bunch already.
And even if she, first of all, she's real as fuck for like not snitching you out in the first place. But at the same time, it doesn't make her real or not real on whether or not she wants to snitch you out. It's more so she's kind of a pushover personally, because I don't think I'm any less real. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I'm not about to let that. If you're real
enough to make the call, I'm not gonna sit here and get cussed out and hear your mouth.
I would have hit her with exactly what I thought on it and been like, I'm not the one that did it, so and so did, but this is how I feel in the situation. And that,
exactly.
Yeah. You know, because
and and I'm glad she did it.
Yeah, and I'm glad she did. This is why. Da 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 da. And what?
And check yourself.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely does seem like poor Jenny.
Yeah, another person said, tell or rather threaten your sister that yes, you reported her to CPS, and if she doesn't change herself, you would have more proof of her instability and make sure both the children are taken away from her. This type of people don't get any lessons. Their shit was like all messed up, so I'm not even gonna,
I kind of get what point they were trying to get at.
Okay, somebody else said, oh, this was a good comment though, or like, I forgot, she says in the story, like, she doesn't know what help it would be because she's just like lashing out, like figuring out this information. Would it be any more help if like, I don't know if this is the case, but she lashed out, she's acting like this, and now it's like starting to slowly die down because obviously she's let old girl take the heat for a while now. It's starting to die down. Is it worth bringing it back up to the table to where she goes from like 0 to 100 to 50, and now she's gonna have to go back to 100, like finding this new information out?
I feel like, and I'm just gonna say this from like, if I were the one to have made the call on my sister for her kids, for the kids she's yet to have, if I was to do something as bold as to call CPS, I'm gonna stand behind it. I'm not gonna, if I was bold enough to pick up the phone and make that call, give all their information, I'm gonna stand behind what I did, and I'm gonna, if it's going around like who did it, this is just me. I'm gonna say, yeah, I did it, and this is why. And if you got a problem with it, then like, okay, let's figure that out. But you got your shit that you need to figure out. And there was a reason why I called in the first place, because those are my nieces and nephews, and I'm worried for them. But I think that, if she's gonna, I mean, even if it is, by die down, I don't know if she just means like Laura is not cussing out as many people, or if the case itself is dying down. But I doubt the case is. I'm sure it's the amount of people she's cussing out. So, girl, like, stand by your shit. If you're worried about your nephews, fucking be worried about them. Stand by that. Own it. Tell your sister you called them, and this is why, and whatever can of worms that may come with, you open them. So, if you give that much of a fuck, give that one more fuck to stand by what you did. Don't cower out now and just let poor Jenny take the wrath and be like, well, I don't know if I want to say anything now because, well, it's kind of dying down. Just come clean.
Just come clean. Another person says, I mean, for Jenny's sake, I suppose you could speak up. Let's see where they're going with this. Just know you won't be welcome or visiting anytime soon. Okay.
I think she kind of knew what would come with the call in the first place.
Messed up that the social worker overshared. True. That's crazy. If I were Jenny and her son, I wouldn't be going there until changes were made. I'm not sure why your dad is allowing this kind of treatment in his house. He's letting his daughter and her grandson be berated constantly by his own daughter. I don't think you were wrong to report the situation either. Ultimately, Jeff is the one getting the short end of the stick no matter the situation, but at least there's a chance for change now. And then up here,
Oh my God.
And, you know, yeah, like it.
There's this coffee gal.
I know, I'm about to have to slurp it up. All right.
Heyo.
So, we're just all kinds of inappropriate today. I'm Delulu right now. I'm actually insane. I'm off the wall. So,
Vacay mode.
yeah, OP replies to that and says, "Okay, thanks for your opinion. Dad is not responding because he's the source." Ooh.
See, what does that mean now?
My mom never left him, never stood up to the DV. Oh. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so my eyebrows were raising for a reason.
Too scared. He no longer is as violent. Okay. See, and I don't like this word because earlier she said he was violent. He's not anymore. And now she's saying he's no longer as violent. Is he violent or is he not?
No, he's violent. She was trying to brush that under the rug like they keep brushing shit under the rug.
But just snaps at the kids just like his mom. They think it's okay. I'm the only one that went to therapy and distanced myself. Now my divorcing sister's in therapy too and finally waking up.
Okay, so clearly the poster has a very, what seems to be level-headed, like, you know, they've gone to therapy, they've done their healing. Clearly she had shit to heal from I'm assuming her father and her mom, or yeah, watching their marriage. I'm sure probably the way that he reacted with the kids, which led to the way that some of his daughters are now reacting with their kids. And yeah, you go to therapy, you know, you get your healing. It makes total sense that you're picking up on shit now that you would have overlooked back then just because it's like normal. I mean, at the end of the day, it's for the kids' sake. Protect the kids at all costs. Every baby.
Yeah, it sucks because it's literally generational trauma.
It is, and it's like so easily just shown like via words.
Oh my fucking God.
Bitch, I thought...
There's your fox.
Shut up before I ruin. I think his name was... Fuck. There's a cat. I'm assuming maybe there's treats in there. His name is something stupid. Like, they could have given him a cute one. It's like Beano or something dumb.
Yeah. Bean dip. Bean dip would have been cute.
Bean dip would have actually been cute.
Yeah.
It's like something actually stupid. Like, why did you... I see what the cat runs away now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, So I was not off about the dad. I still am curious about the sexual stuff because for a 10-year-old, that just doesn't come out of nowhere. If it's to the point where she's saying it's, you know, too much to even say verbatim, that's really alarming. I hope that whatever these boys are enduring behind closed doors, they are able to heal from. And it's not anything that is too scarring, but I fear for Jeff. He's 10. Something he's probably gonna, whatever his trials have been, he's gonna take with him forever. But, fuck.
Yeah. Very. I just hope that something comes out of that situation. Whether it's the mom waking the fuck up and like realizing her generational trauma and like the foot that she's putting in this, or, you know,
get away from your dad, because I'm sure he has too much of an influence over discipline on her kids. I'm sure they don't tell him like, hey, don't do that with my boy, you know what I mean? And if he already has a history of being violent, then that's just toxic masculinity being...
Oi. This is bollocks.
My arse. We need something to beat the cheese story, please. You poor baby.
My husband needs to touch my breast to fall asleep. I'm exhausted and need a divorce. Am I the asshole?
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. No, let's just talk about that. Let's do that one because it's so stupid. It's like, what the...
Okay.
Touching my breast is immediately leading to divorce is crazy. So I want to know, like, I guess that's the one that made me, like, I don't know.
This one kind of gives vibes of, like...
It's so unhinged, just like, what the hell's going on?
No, it's giving the sexsomnia.
Oh, it is.
It's giving sexsomnia.
My husband just won't stop touching my titties. Mm-hmm. I gotta leave him.
Okay, so this one is coming from r/am I the asshole? Yeah, okay. Throwaway because my main has some personal info and pretty much what the title says. My 26 female husband, 30 male, have been together for 5 years and he needs my breast, boobs, whatever to fall asleep. Every single day he goes to bed at around 10:30, 11, something, and calls me over when I'm not even feeling sleepy just so that he can touch my breast for his own sleep. From the very beginning of our relationship, he had this habit. At first, I thought it was cute and kind of endearing sometimes, and I didn't mind. But ever since we've been married, it has become suffocating. It gets worse with how no matter what position I try to sleep in, he always reaches for me. If I turn away, he'll spoon me and still find a way. If I push his hand away or say I'm not in the mood to be touched, he either whines like I'm depriving him of something essential or gets genuinely upset. He claims it helps him relax and fall asleep, but I feel like I'm just an emotional support object at this point. I've tried compromising and suggesting that we hold hands, cuddle a pillow, or even just rest his hand on my stomach instead. Nope. It has to be my breast or he just can't sleep. And if I try to set boundaries, he makes me feel guilty, saying things like, "So now you don't love me anymore?" Or, "This is normal thing between partners." Or, "This is a normal thing between partners." This has been wearing on me for years, but lately I just dread going to bed. I feel like my body isn't even mine in my own home. The main reason this makes me so mad is because this is the only form of affection I get from him. Forget cuddles or random kisses, he doesn't even give me a hug. A hug. The last time I got one was on my birthday, and that was a year ago. He only needs my boobs. I finally snapped last week after a long day when he reached for me again, and I told him I can't live like this anymore. He got angry and accused me of being dramatic and said I was threatening our marriage over something so small. But to me, it's not small. It's a constant, daily violation of my comfort. What makes this even worse for me is the fact that my husband does nothing to help me at home. He goes to work at 8 and I go at 5. He comes back by 5 p.m. and I come back by 7. From 7 p.m. to 12, I have to make up for all the chores at home, cooking, cleaning, laundry, etc., while he plays some games in his room. On weekends, he doesn't even help. He refuses to do anything. So naturally, I have to make up for being the bigger person. And when it's time for him to fall asleep, he calls me over just to touch my breast, while I have to wait it out until he sleeps so I can go back to housework. He doesn't lift a finger. I know this sounds stupid and ridiculous. I probably sound like a whiny child venting, but I can't anymore. I called my sister, who I'm closest to, and told her everything. She said that I'm weird for divorcing over something like this. I called my best friend of a decade, and she said that she understands me, but divorce is just overblown. I'm going crazy. I don't even know if I'm being so ridiculous at this point. I don't even know how to bring this up to my mom, mother-in-law, or anyone at all. I feel like an asshole for considering divorce over something like this. Am I the asshole? Will people even take me seriously?
So from the title alone, I thought maybe it was just like a thing that she was like kind of just like being like ridiculous about. Mm-hmm. But after hearing the whole thing, it answered questions that I was about to ask. Like, is that the only time that she's being touched by him? Like, you know, and she said that is. So she answered that, like, apart from that, there is no, like, other affection shown and shit like that. This man is giving like weird mommy issues, like incel vibes. Like, I think it's definitely not just the boob touching alone. It's all of these things that have been building up for her internally, to where she's feeling neglected, like as a partner. Only I can understand why she feels like she's just being used as like some emotional support object, because you're literally doing nothing. If he's not helping around the house, he's not giving her affection, he's not being a partner, let alone a husband.
This reminded me of Esme.
It reminded me of my son, and I was like,
I have to stop what I'm doing. I have to stop the chores to
yes,
go and
nurse
her to fall asleep. And then when she falls, I'm sitting there, laying there, exhausted, just thinking about how I need to get these chores done, but I have to sit there for 30 plus minutes
to make sure
for her to fall asleep, so then I can get back up and finally get back to my chores. What the fuck? I'm not doing that for my husband. I'm sorry. What?
Absolutely not. Like, I get if it was like he's, he just loves your titties. Like, he just wants to feel on them sometimes. And I even get the whole holding them to go to sleep. And I feel like I wouldn't mind that. And I feel like the only reason she started to mind that is when she noticed that it's the only time she's being touched.
No.
And even a hug, like, that's crazy. Like, I'll freak out if, like, I don't get, like, a kiss, like, at least, like,
yes.
I know sometimes he'll come in the house and, like, we start talking or whatever, we do other things, but, like, if an hour passes, like, I'm like, hey, like, can I get, like, a smooch real quick? Like,
a smooch. No, what blew me is that, first of all, him needing her boob to fall asleep, like, okay, I can get, if y'all are already laying in bed together, y'all have already spent y'all's quality time together, you're about to go to bed, and you want to hold her boob to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that. What I don't understand
That's what
is
I thought
how
it
it's
was.
impossible for you to go to sleep without holding her breast.
That's what I'm saying, like, weird mommy issue ass, like, weird shit.
This should not be, like, literally an everyday occasion. Like, you can't even take a nap without...
I need a booba.
Like dead ass, like, she's not tired. She's literally not tired. She's not in the mood to be touched, and you're mad.
And then I know
What?
she's no longer attracted to him because if you're not reciprocating, like, any affection other than just, like, like, what are you? You're, at that point, I feel like I'm dealing with my son. Like,
yes. Like, this is not, like, this doesn't turn me on.
Yeah,
this does
like,
not, like, do anything for me.
It's child, like, I hear it.
Yes.
She's talking, that girl.
And that Gil. And another thing is, like, you will not catch me, like, he isn't bringing anything to the table other than the money that he makes at work. So I'm not attracted to you because you don't care about my emotional needs, my physical needs. You don't care about helping me. And one thing about me, what the fuck was that?
We're in the country, bitch. I don't think that was fireworks.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Maybe it was just people shooting in their backyard, but it's the middle of the night.
Yeah, it is literally.
It's like after 2, like...
It's 2:13 in the morning.
I don't think you just go... No sober person is shooting a gun right now.
Anyway. Yeah, what I was going to say was, if you aren't... you can't even contribute to the chores or anything like that. Like, she's not a stay-at-home mom. She goes to fucking work, like, all these things. Like, why are you not helping? She's not your mom. She's not your mom. Why?
And y'all don't even have kids that are, like, taking away from, like, the chores that could be getting done.
Yes.
Y'all, he's going to go play games and just, like, like, just the ick.
And
like,
that alone would make me not attracted to you, because why am I caring? Like,
I definitely don't respect you anymore.
I'm your caregiver.
Yeah.
I'm your caregiver.
And if I wanted to do that, I'd go work, like, in a like, nursing home.
Nursing home, something like a daycare.
Yes, if I wanted to do all that, like...
Yes.
I wipe enough asses during the day.
Yeah. I don't know. That blew me. The top comment is, so...
She should, in fact, tell her mother-in-law.
Yeah, I would divorce him.
No,
Again, like you
it
said, it's
it's
far
not-
beyond.
It is a crazy, just like off the, just hearing the title alone, it does sound, the situation just sounds kind of ridiculous. But whenever it's broken down, it's very plain and simple that this man is giving her nothing as far as being a partner. And she's she's giving 100%, and then like two more. Like, it just, girl, tell your mother-in-law, and I bet you she probably has something to do with the fact that he's so weird. Like,
Ooh, that's a hot take.
I mean, I did say like mommy issue,
Yes,
incel shit,
yeah.
but like, why are you so obsessed with like just holding? And I'm not saying like his mom like is like sexually abused, like not in that weird way, like just like go, oh, mommy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Top comment. So for 25 years before he met you, did he just not sleep? Man-child has to go. Mm-hmm. And then the comment to that said, nah, he must have used his mom's.
See? Like, that's so weird. Like, I would, first of all, my son is 2, and I'm in an unsuccessful phase of trying to wean him off breastfeeding, but I would be mortified if he grew up to be this, like, weird-ass man who's not capable of being a man. I will have feel like I failed as a mother. Like, there is, I don't know, I feel like whenever he hits a certain point in his life, I'm going to have a real talk with him, like, you know, like, son, when you do find, you know, a woman that you decide that you want to spend your life with, she comes before me. She comes before everything else. That is your family now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm your family. I'm always going to be here, but you know, your
Yeah.
house is your priority. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, no, baby, just
Yeah.
one time for the road. Bitch, oh my God. There was one, I want to say it was a Reddit story that I saw on TikTok. It's short and simple. This girl, it's her wedding day. She's looking all over for her husband, or like, you know, trying to find out where he is through whoever she's talking to. Nobody can find him. It's getting to the point where like they're searching for this man. They go back to his hotel room. She goes back to his hotel room, gets a key, I guess, opens the door.
He's fucking his mom.
No, he's nursing on his mom at his grown-ass age. And come to find out, okay, obviously there's no milk coming out, right? Okay.
Oh, I was going to say if there is, he's been nursing this entire time.
Well, that's the thing. Like, so come to find out, he said that this is a thing that he does before, like, any, like, big event or, like, any stressful time in his life. It gives him, like, comfort. There's no milk coming. Even if there was milk coming out, you are a grown-ass man. Are you nuts? Like, I thought the kid in the Grown Ups movie was, like, what? So she's like, I don't even know how to react right now because, like,
yeah.
did you cheat on me? Like, what the fuck is this right now?
Yeah.
Like, girl, you gotta run. But yeah, like weird mommy issue. Like, so there are
That's disgusting.
there are weird situations out there. Like I guess people are doing shit like that,
Yeah.
and their mothers are enabling it.
The next comment was, babe, you're not divorcing him over the weird boob thing. Admittedly, very weird. You're divorcing him because he's a 30-year-old man-child who doesn't give you affection, doesn't help her out around the house, and whines when you give him feedback of any sort. The boob thing is just a weird thing you're going to laugh with your girlfriends about after you leave this weirdo.
Yep, this
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah,
For
this
sure.
is just like one of those like
Whenever
additions. Like, you know what? And da 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 da.
And you're a titty sucking ass bitch.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
But
you break up with someone, you realize like all those little
all the
things
like
that were
things
like,
that you overlooked, and you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck was I doing? Like that's
like dead
that's
ass.
what
I
was
would
gonna
stop my
say.
chores to let him hold my tit to fall asleep. What the fuck?
Like, was I stupid? Like, she's gonna look back later on and be like, why did I even question being like that? I was the asshole in any or overreacting, whatever. Was it the am I the asshole? Or am I overreacting? No, you're not. You're not. Just
Either way.
you're good, girl. Leave him.
Holy cow. Okay. Anyways, guys, it's literally like almost 3 a.m. I'm so fucking tired. And I, honestly, no, I'm not. I just need to get this light out of my fucking face. I'm about to unscrew all this, break it down, put it up.
The hot tub is heating up currently.
It's heating up. We're going to take a shot.
Shout. That didn't. That was, we're gonna
Interesting.
take a short intermission.
We're going to get funky with it. I was just telling her how my friends at work, they like make fun of me or whatever. They say, I say, you know.
No, what the fuck did you say?
Okay. They said that I say white people things, right?
Oh, yes.
And so I'm in the kitchen and we get funky with it. And and soon after I didn't have a chaser. And so I'm like, and we were about to start recording our podcast. So I'm like, what did I say?
That just lit a fire under my ass.
Okay. I didn't say it like that. I mean, maybe I was like, woo, that lit a fire under my ass.
Oh my God.
And then now here I am referencing Let's Get Funky with It. I don't know.
I think Danny Brown has a segment on his, I want to say, I'm not mistaking anything, maybe Danny Brown, where he has like a segment and it's like white people shit, and it's just like shit only white people would do. I mean, I need
a star. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
You started off.
We're in vacation mode. Finna unload up in the hot tub. Let's go.
That was sick. I don't know if I can follow that.
I want dick. Never mind, sorry.
Ooh. Oh my God. I literally
Just effect.
so good I can't follow that. Literally, that was amazing.
Cayman Jack.
This stupid bitch is whack.